Alright, I think I'm gonna just stream it. I don't see why not. It might be a little dumb, might be a little silly. I'm gonna get the tender out and see what's going on. Because the tender, as I understand, it's got one of the contacts in it. And it's actually got this funky drawbar piece of wire that makes electrical contact with the engine itself. We're setting it up. Oh. Now hopefully this guy should run. Yeah. Check that out. Now it stopped. I knew it'd be worth it to set up that camera angle. So you can see it somewhat runs, a little finicky. You can't see how the controller's going, but I will say it is going. I'm cranking it higher than I wish I had to. See, oh, like if it moved smoothly at that speed. Like, that's cool. Now, to be fair, I also don't have the best controller, and this is really crappy track. But, long story short, I bought this guy, the Puyallup Train swap meet show thing, and no idea how long it's been sitting in someone's cabinet, closet, whatever. So we're going to try and pop it open and clean it. Not that I've ever done that before. And this is also not a tutorial. This is for fun, and I thought I'd capture it and stream it. I think this page will tell me how to clean it. I have a picture of this. Oh, yeah. So this should be what we're looking at on the inside. Let's go. We got some small screwdrivers. And you can still somewhat see it. Let's, as a group, pretend that's a good view. All right, we got a screw here, it looks like. Screw here. Here. And maybe something down there. Oh. There's a couple screws here and here. And I almost wonder how important those guys will be. Oh, that's actually that's a very interesting bolt. I don't know how well it's shown up on there, but it's got a huge shoulder and then a little bit of go missing. Like all these screws that seem to be the same, which would suck, but it would be something we could do. Okay, well, that worked. What popped where? I don't know. Okay. Yeah. That worked really well. Actually, here we got two handrails that slot up there, and I hope I got video of it. Here is a number plate that's the corner bent, but it has not fallen off. And now that it is like this, it will be a lot easier to try and fix it. I know this front face, when I got it, was a little bit popped off. I pushed it back in, but you can see now it's a little off kilter, so I'm probably going to pop it open, check it out. I didn't see this light turning on when I ran it, and I think it's supposed to turn on. I'll be checking that. I think that's what this wire strip is for. Maybe. These screws are loose. Did not expect it to look naked. And then this guy. Motor here. This is just neat. This is just really neat. What I'm hoping for here is to basically just open that up. Maybe find some lint and dust that's gotten caught up in there and remove it and then put her back together. For cursed reasons, we're going to run this and just see what it looks like. Open up the worm gear and see how that looks. We're looking here, we got these two, they're probably not exactly spheres, but I'm going to call them spheres, with a hole drilled through them, so napkin ring. And they sit in these spherical holes in the side, so it can't go up and down. But presumably, I don't know if it rotates. I think it does. Oh, yeah. Okay. That, and that looks solid. We can run it, and I've got a power supply right here. I don't know if these will sit on nicely or not. Hmm. I mean, see, that wheel is jumping. Is a lot of movement here. There we go. That's a speed we like. Yeah, you can see that geared wheel there looks a little off too, huh? I don't have this one. No, they've got this whole assembly for the body. They've got the motor here. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Probably crack open the motor. It'd be fun to crack open the motor. Only thing I'm seeing here is cable. Yeah, we're just going to poke around now. Maybe I'm making a huge mistake. I probably am. It really does look like sheet metal. It really does look like it might be hard to get in there. Unless I remove this and the motor and I can slide that out. That might be the way I'm actually supposed to get down there. Guy here. I'm trying to get those screws off, right? These little slot heads. Okay, multiple notes. There's a clacking sound. Don't like that. I don't remember that being there before, so that might have been something I did. Two, you can see it jiggling. You can see this side lifting up and going back down. Which I think is probably related to the thing I was trying to show earlier of that one wheel being off kilter. I'll open up the worm gear assembly. Let's see if we can find any relation between that bumping movement that we observed of the truck and the position of the worm gear. If that makes sense. Like maybe the worm gear is doing it in time. You can still see wiggling like this. But I don't think the worm gear is doing anything funky here in that. Somewhere between here and this wheel is off balance. My guess is an axle is bent. I don't know if it comes up or not. Oh, it totally does. That was dumb. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's the gear. That's the worm gear. Do an inspection. I think she looks good. I don't see any huge problem. And then in there is our gear, which is going to be funky to see. I'm gonna take this off too. Does that have a got like a huh? That's weird. Okay, so the shaft on the motor is rectangular, and one end of the plastic is the same shape slot. Just a weird mechanism to do it. I'm actually kind of impressed that this works. Trying to get the same problem with the track as we had before, you know? Where it would bounce up and down. Not seeing it. Oh no, that wicked just jumped up, didn't it? Okay, so I got two theories. This runs a lot smoother without the motor in place. And I think what that implies to me is that maybe the worm gear is doing the funking up. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm grabbing this tube and it's feeling stiff, to me that feels like it's not supposed to be that stiff. It is not, like, at all. Because if it's slightly bent one way, think it is. If we watch it roll, maybe. Maybe not. But my thought is if this isn't straight, and it's not because it does a little wiggles back and forth at a point. Yeah, it's slightly like elbow macaroni shaped. And so maybe if there's a time where it was more pliable, it would be pretty straight, and as it rotates, it would change its shape. But it's stuck in one position, it's not run for 20 years. The rubber goes hard. Now the it's in this U shape, which means that sometimes it's in right alignment between this and the motor, but sometimes it's in the complete wrong and it's like up like that, and then that torque could push on the gear, which could move how that drive wheel sits, causing it to bump up and down and make a lot of noise, be inefficient, not run smoothly. So I think this rubber tube is our culprit. Oh, oh, that's attached. That's nice, actually. What? Okay, so I'm gonna. Oh, crap. I'm gonna try and keep all that together as an assemble. Oh, these aren't even. These aren't geared or anything. These are just chilling. I think all the gearing might. You just have if you removed. That is so cursed, dude. I don't like that. Yeah, and I think with this I can say I trust the wheels and the bearings, and I think some point I'll go through the top and give it new oil. I was able to successfully make it gunkier. Oh, there we go. Now it's moving a bit better. Maybe just needed to be run in a bit more. Say hello. I think she might just wanted attention. We're coming in another 3 hours. I still want to pop this open. Ow. Front popped off for me. Oh, there it is. It's off. And you can kind of see the light in there, and I can feel the mass moving around. But to actually get it open, they do pop off. I didn't see how he did it. I don't know if it. And I don't really want to go in and start prying. That I'm sure has burnt out many moons ago. It's still in his little holder. It does come off that way. Does he show that coming off? I'm not sure the top part is screwed at all. Might just be snapped in place. Well, alright, we'll call it there. This is a good start. I know the main thing I have to fix, and hopefully that'll do most of our problems and get them out of the way. And then we'll just keep working on toying with the anything else that might need tuning up. I'm going to try and get a replacement light, but that's less important to me than getting the running smooth. All right. Well, thank you for watching. And Asa, I'll see you around.